So we got some new information regarding the story mode of Mortal Kombat 1 through new character bios. Yes, we finally got some character bios on the website as well as new renders for all the characters that have been confirmed thus far in Mortal Kombat 1 except for Shang Tsung. Before we get started in today's video, I want to let you guys know, make sure you leave a like on this video. It very much helps out the channel, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future content from me. It's all free, so why not leave a like and subscribe? Alright, so let's get started with reading some of these character bios. Look at these renders, guys. Some pretty good stuff here. We got Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Kitana, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Kung Lao, Mileena, and Raiden. So we're going to be reading them one by one and see what we got here. I already read them, but you guys haven't, at least not as far as I'm aware. But anyways, I'm going on a tangent here. Fire God Liu Kang, or God of Fire Liu Kang. Having won control of the Hourglass, Liu Kang restarted history. He neutralized the threats and dangers that had come before, crafting a new era in which all beings would have the opportunity to find peace. But that peace is now threatened by an enemy that Liu Kang could have never anticipated. It will take all of his wisdom and experience to save not only Earthrealm, but all of reality. Do you guys know who this sounds like to me? I think this sounds like Onaga, because Onaga would fit this description of a threat that Liu Kang has never anticipated, because Liu Kang does not know that Onaga exists. Onaga did not appear in the last timeline that Liu Kang comes from. So I don't think he would anticipate Onaga being a threat. And saving Earthrealm and reality itself, Onaga, when he first came in, threatened reality, threatened to awaken the one being. That threatens all of reality. We're almost there to having this actually be confirmed to be Onaga. We're almost there. There are so many things and so many hints throughout all the trailers and all the intros and all the things that we've known about the game so far that hint toward Onaga. And I think this one might be the smoking gun. Almost is the smoking gun. But we're going to have to see more. But this sounds a lot like Onaga here, because he definitely would be a threat that Liu Kang wouldn't anticipate, because he just never knew Onaga existed. Because he didn't exist in the timeline that he came from. So, yeah, I'm thinking Onaga. But anyways, let's go over to Sub-Zero's bio here. Sub-Zero, Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. As the Lin Kuei's Grandmaster, Sub-Zero leads his ancient warrior clan in the defense of Earthrealm from external threats. For centuries, it has been their solemn task. But Earthrealm, this is an interesting part, Earthrealm has not been threatened in generations, and Sub-Zero sees no point in limiting his clan to prepare for future dangers, or prepare for dangers that may never come. Under his leadership, the Lin Kuei will come out of the shadows, Noob Saibot reference, and fight for its place as one of Earthrealm's great nations. So it looks like Sub-Zero is trying to make the clan more about himself. He wants to have his own leadership, his own vision for the Lin Kuei, and not really follow the traditional route of the clan, which is very much in character for Bi-Han. If you were to put Bi-Han in a position of Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei, this is something that he would do. Revered Lin Kuei warrior, Scorpion. So Scorpion, just right off the bat right here, is part of the Lin Kuei. And remember that whole Kuai Liang is Scorpion theory that I've been talking about? It doesn't say it explicitly here, but it very much hints at it. So let's read. Like his cherished father, Scorpion is dedicated to the Lin Kuei and its defense of Earthrealm. When his father died, Scorpion was bereft, though he took pride in knowing that his brother, Sub-Zero, would succeed their father as the Lin Kuei's Grand Master. But Sub-Zero's unprecedented moves to cast off the Lin Kuei's traditional duties has frozen Scorpion's enthusiasm. He fears that he may one day have to battle his brother for control of the Lin Kuei's legacy. Tell me that this is Kuai Liang without saying this is Kuai Liang. I think they're going to be waiting for a story trailer to be coming out, so then they would formally reveal that Kuai Liang is Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 1, because this bio seems very much like Kuai Liang. It brings up a big question of where is Hanzo, but I made a whole video talking about that whole situation and my whole theory about Kuai Liang being Scorpion and where Hanzo fits into this whole story. So if you guys want to check out that video, make sure you click the link down below and on the YouTube cards. Anyways, let's move on to Kitana's bio. Princess of Outworld. We've already known this for a while now, but Outworld is those pretty stages that we've seen in the trailers and stuff. It's not Edenia. So probably Edenia was already merged with Outworld, and now that it looks like Kitana and Mileena are in control of Outworld, it looks like they're emphasizing more the Edenian elements of Outworld and just putting that out there more for the realm. But anyways, let's read the bio here. Kitana has one purpose in life: to aid and protect her older sister Mileena. She prepares to rule Outworld one day. The steady-handed Kitana ignores the calls for those who advocate that she should replace her impulsive sister as heir. Instead, Kitana will defend the realm by fighting to make Mileena the best empress possible. She will also fight to hide the dark secret that could end her sister's reign before it begins. Wow, they're trying to cancel Mileena here. I like the story role for Kitana so far. I like how she's a supportive sister. She is working with Mileena. We haven't seen any scenes of Mileena and Kitana working side by side, and it looks like Mortal Kombat 1 is going to be all about that. It also appears to be that there's going to be some sort of rivalry on Mileena's side, or at least some skepticism from Mileena's side, just from the intros that we've heard in the trailers and things. So we'll see a little bit of that rivalry still going on, but I'm really liking the story direction of having Kitana and Mileena fight side by side. I think that's really good. 21st century action hero Johnny Cage. Like many stars before him, Johnny became addicted to his fame. He came to measure his self-worth by his fans' adoration and their praise of him on social media. But with his star now fading, Johnny is fighting an uphill battle to remain relevant. He joins Liu Kang's Earthrealm champions, hoping that it will provide his career and his fame a desperately needed boost. So it's the standard Johnny Cage story. I'm glad they're not really changing anything here. Once one of ancient Japan's most honored families, the Takahashis were decimated in battle. They lost everything, including the emblem of their power, the revered sword Sento. Those who survived joined the Bakudo, a predecessor of the Yakuza, for its protection. 5 centuries later, Kenshi is raised on the stories of his ancient family's exploits. Desisting his corrupt Yakuza life, so he is a part of the Yakuza clan when we first find him, he pines to free the Takahashis from the Yakuza's grasp and restore their name. But for his family to follow him, Kenshi must fight to prove that he can lead. His first battle is to find and retrieve Sento, and we already know where Sento is. Johnny Cage has it as part of his collection. So let's go over to Kung Lao's bio. Kung Lao, youthful warrior and dreams of glory. Born and raised in the village of Fenjian, Kung Lao has spent his life toiling in the fields. It has been an honorable life, if not a glorious one. Kung Lao's greatest fear is that his life will amount to nothing. He prays fervently that he will be called to do something bigger. His prayers are answered when he is asked to join the champions of Earthrealm. As a warrior fighting for its honor, Kung Lao knows that his victories will be long remembered. So, it looks like Kung Lao is going to be a lot more honorable and a lot more humble this time around, instead of being an annoying little prick that he was in the last timeline, which thank God, because I don't like that version of Kung Lao. I like how humble he is and how much honor that he has to his name and how much he believes it and stuff like that. Heir to Outworld's throne, Mileena. Born mere seconds ahead of her twin sister, Mileena is the rightful heir to Outworld's throne. But even so, there are those who distrust Mileena's impulsiveness. They whisper that Kitana, with the steadier hand, should replace Mileena as heir to the throne. As Mileena fights for legitimacy, she hides a horrible secret. She is infected with the dreaded and lethal Tarkat disease. Were her affliction found, Mileena would be forced into battle to save her throne. So, Mileena having her mouth seems to be a disease from the Tarkatans. Now, I'm not sure if being a Tarkatan yourself is a disease, or the disease comes from the Tarkatan race. So we'll have to see exactly how this plays out, but it doesn't look like Shang Tsung put a spell on Mileena, and she's definitely 100% not a clone, as we see right here. Mileena was born after or before Kitana, mere seconds before Kitana. So they're still twin sisters, but Melina's technically the older one, but it's not that big of a difference. But yeah, it looks like Mileena is also heir to the throne as well, implying that she is still not the Empress or the ruler of Outworld, that there is still a ruler of Outworld on the throne as of this bio. I think Sindel is the ruler of Outworld when we go into Mortal Kombat 1 story mode. And so who rules after Sindel is going to be between Mileena and Kitana, and it looks like Mileena is the next one in line here. So we'll have to see how this whole story pans out, but yeah, that is Mileena's new story in the game. And lastly, we have Raiden, champion of Earthrealm. In the village of Fenjian, again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I apologize, Raiden was known for his kindness and his charity. He was happy to spend his days tending to the fields as well as to his friends and family. So, when he is asked to leave Fenjian and become one of Earthrealm's champions, Raiden hesitates, but he soon realizes that to best serve his village, he must join them. As threats to Earthrealm mount, Raiden must mature into the great warrior that Liu Kang knows he can be. So, this very much looks like Raiden in this game is a completely different person. I think that the OG Raiden that we saw at the end of Aftermath and the Raiden that we've seen in MK9, MKX, MK11, you know, the Raiden that we always known, I think he's going to die and then he's going to reincarnate into this person, or maybe Liu Kang gives Raiden his powers or something like that. But this just overall, no matter what it is, implies this is a different person, because nothing here implies this is the original Raiden. It's just a completely different Raiden. But yeah, guys, those are the bios as of right now for the characters that are in Mortal Kombat 1. I will 100% do more videos when more bios are added, when more characters are added, and we'll go over to see what stories have changed and how they're going to play out in the game. Let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about my Onaga suspicion? I definitely think we're going to be getting Onaga. Like, it just sounds, Liu Kang's bio just sounds like Onaga. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a big thumbs up and subscribe for all things Mortal Kombat. I will see you all in the next video.